open it in CapCut. Let me also open my stream on the second monitor. So you know, I will understand if something is not working, or maybe your comments or something like that. We have some updates for the CapCut. Let's see what is this about. Nothing. So it's not an update. By the way, let's work on something different. Let me check what I have in my to-do list. So as you can see, I have something like to-do list, what I need to do, like dentist, like something like that. And I have a lot of plans about indie dev stuff as well. I'm working on how I can improve this list for me, because I feel like overwhelmed a bit with this amount of tasks. That's why, you know, I'm like not completely full on this list. I don't know how to say it properly, but I mean, like, I'm not doing everything from this list. But let us firstly post about our meditation app on the Reddit, because we can, and because I have already prepared some you know, strings to paste. That's why I'm going to do this right now. And the localization, I think maybe we can postpone it when my limits will be resetted in the CapCut. So let's wait a bit for that. And let's have a copy paste article for the iOS, but with the screenshot. So let's paste it here. Let's have meditation app here. It is self-promotion. Also, it is better to have image because it's much more, I don't know, working. So let's paste our screenshots here. They're looking ugly. Let's do something better. I don't think, maybe something like that. Let's try once again. So it's kind of better. It's still not the perfect one, but normal. Let's go with that stuff. I need to change the link here because it is iOS. So let's go and do this. So the app link changed, the apps that have the same price, 3 days trial. With 3 days trial. So let's go. And pause this stuff. Hooray! Hopefully it will not be removed. So let's check this mark here. Reddit post meditations, and check it's okay because yesterday in the previous stream we had updated our meditations. So let's continue our work. Let's create some new articles for the server tracker. Let me open the landing page. Let's grab the changes back. And let's open it Windsurf. Initialize Claude Code and just ask it to create new article based on the previous one. Basically, we can try to, you know, to use the codecs right now, but let's go with the Claude because at the morning it is working just well. And this is no reason to use other stuff for now. So let's just init it, so it may be like update our CloudEMD file, or maybe something like that. Yes, we already have comprehensive CloudEMD, and this project is very, very simple. But anyway, I probably need to rework completely this block because it's not Next.js or something right now. It's just a bunch of HTML files. So probably I need to do something better already because the project is developing, and actually the Sober Tracker is the best performing project already. And I also have plans to share my journey as I'm getting sober again. It is already the 4th day today, and I already feeling better because I have slept better. So probably we need to do something like that. Actually, it was very hard to start the streak again because I have friends here and we are going out and drink beer is nice, blah blah blah. That's why I wasted a bit of time running in circles. But now it is a new beginning. So let's continue. Let's ask let's ask our guy to like create an article. Let's create a new blog article. Propose themes firstly. After that, we will ask him to, you know, just probably we can have a comment here. Actually, maybe this is a nice idea to have comments here for the Cloudy. I haven't read what is about comments, but maybe it is something cool. So, green drinking life, practical strategy, coping technique, milestone. My milestone will be written by myself. I mean, like when the time comes. So the music has that because of some changes. Okay. For some reason I cannot change the sound output right now. Mac, as you know, it's not the best thing to work on media, multimedia, etc. in my opinion. So yeah, I cannot return the music, I think, but I'll try. Yeah, okay, it's returned finally. So let's write like about energy and analyze what structure we have, update counters, etc. Start with English. I'll check it firstly. So we're creating now energy paradox post. In the meantime, we can check what we have here, except that. Oh, actually we can go to the water tracker landing, and I was planning to have some little article here as well. So let's do this, because we can. The content making in the morning is the best one. If you are asking for what reason are you polluting the internet with your generated articles, it is mainly for the SEO reasons. So sorry. But I need to do this. Because it is working, and I see it is working. For sure, in some future, I probably like change the strategy and write... No. In the near future, I mean, I will write the custom articles about super journey, but right now it's not the thing for me. I need to have some quantity, and I will have also quality articles written by myself, because I had something in the past and this actually was working well in few params. Firstly, I really like to share. Secondly, it is like a business strategy. So yeah, it is something I need to do because I'm small indie developer and I need to promote things using all the stuff I can have in my life: videos, audios, articles, ASO optimization, etc., etc. So that's why I will do this, and I will continue doing it. So here we're updating our paradox articles about recovery. Basically, it is like cool article. Probably I need to read it by myself because I'm feeling something like that in my life. But I just feel more anxious and I don't rest better right now. But the best rest is just to sleep, and sleeping is better, so it is kind of paradox. But maybe I'm feeling anxious just because tomorrow I have a dentist. And I don't like to go to the dentist. That's why, you know, I'm already feeling some anxiety in my life. But that's fine. So, after this guy will finish his job, I will check if everything is okay. No improvements are needed. So cool. So let's write some article, propose some themes first. After the salary, I will opt in for the GPT Pro. I can already do this actually, but it is something in my mind that disallow me to waste money if I haven't like any income that was poured in the meantime. That's why actually I was really enjoying when I had the weekly salary, because I really like the feeling of the feeling of incoming money in the shorter period of time, and the money every month is very boring for me. So I need to, you know, develop apps and increase my money flow. So let's just open it in the browser because it is a static site, as I already said. So energy paradox, the layout is not good. Check the layout of this article. Firstly, it is not the same as previous, for example. And also we need to check if the links are properly inserted, because it isn't, it wasn't working at the previous my attempt. It has some hallucinated up links that wasn't working well. So what we have here: hydration in the modern workplace, mental health. Okay, water for mental clarity is actually not bad. And hydrations, habits for the whole family. I don't think this is something cool, so let's write this stuff. Because I'm not a family man. For me, all the articles about families are feeling not natural to me. That's why I'd prefer to not write them and just ignore this segment. So, but probably I need to change my behavior because actually there is a lot of families, and families are spending money on family things. So maybe I need to rearrange my strategy. But let's see. if it is my case. So let's try and see it again. Okay, it is changed. I don't like the bottom buttons. uh, but they are, yes, actually they're working just fine. Bottom buttons are still not like in the previous article. Yes, I need something that is styled pretty well, like. So we are searching for the hydration, cognitive performance, brain function, scientific studies. So actually it is not a bullshit, it's a science bitch. So it is science, that's why maybe those articles are not garbage. But of course it's not like a manual written article, and I prefer to not read the LLM fantasies by myself. But for sure, from some optimizations, C optimizations, and blah blah blah, it is working. That's why I'm doing this. But for sure, the ISO is working better. So maybe I'm procrastinating by creating this stuff, actually. And maybe I should just, ignore it. So Wix, first look Wix. Sleep is chaotic, this is normal. So 1 year is our goal. Check the list style. Feeling bad. So let's check if we have already something completed here. No, but we have some views actually, so that is not bad. Yes, nothing important here. So let's check the styles. It is checking it already. Let's go to the water tracker. We have some article here. So we have like interlinked article as well. Featured. And also we have some stuff here. I mean metadata. So let's go to our search console and let's see. Yes, as you can see, we have some clicks and impressions. And it's not big, but it's improving. That's why I'm doing it in the first place. And for example, the water tracker is also improving its impressions. But let's see if actually we are yes, we have indexed a lot of our articles. Let's check the meditation app too. Yes. So as you can see, it is slowly but working. And it's not like the best thing I can do for my promotion, but it is something. I think the best one is the social media, like the TikTok, the Instagram, because my main auditory, target auditory is in the social media and not like looking into the Google and searching for something. But why not? Why not? And it is very quick. I think like we will waste around a half an hour on these updates, so it's not like very big amount of time. 30 minutes every 3 or 4 days is just like nothing. But maybe in some time it will land to something. So let's see. Let's check this stuff. List for some reasons are looking like that. It's not bad because you know you can just read it. The article is not bad also. It is motivating. So let's cook. Let's create other languages. Looks cool. Let's create other languages versions then. So it is time for us to create the other versions, and let's go back to this stuff here. And let's run the dev server, because here I have like a Next.js application. So let's go to the blog. And yes, we have some mental clarity article. Here it's not like the best one, but it's not bad. We need to find image for this, and I think I will find something on Pexels, very cool. By the way, site for downloading the stock photos. So let's find some hydration. This feels like cool stuff. No donation, sorry. I am poor indie developer. So let's go back to the web, I think. Yes, the public directory. And our images, blog. Oh my god, it's not copied. So, what is the name of this stuff? Actually, we already have this image, so let's just reuse it. I accidentally interrupted this stuff. I hate these focus things. This is my Telegram blog. So let's see this article. Yes, working just fine. We have like not too much images, but a decent amount. So everything is working just fine. Let's check the Spanish version. Working too. Let's check the Chinese. Also working. So let's go and publish this stuff. And I don't need this article here. So let's say yes, okay. Let's have it uploaded. We have added the new article here. So that's cool. Let's go back to the sober tracker, and we have changes here as well. We need to localize our app, our new articles. So let's go to the next thing here in our list. So we can write a video about localization, but I thought that I will just, you know, have a separate stream, or maybe even just a video record about that. So we can start the React Native application, by the way. But firstly, I will probably show how the setup of my microphone here, the parameters I have set up for the mic here, because as you can hear, the sound quality is not bad. And it is just very basic setup with on-desk mix stand. So, but let's initially complete our mission here, because we need just, you know, to create new articles, and check if they're working fine, and after that I will deploy it and enjoy my life. In the meantime, let's go and check. Let me check this stuff here. So maybe we can start the motivational app creation, and I would like to test the React Native for that. I mean in Claude Code. I have completed a few tests already, but you know, I would like to have a more complete test of this application. And also it's probably will be the last dumbest application. And after that I can go and create something bigger than that, because as you can see, I have a lot of small apps. They have some, you know, traction, attention, and some MRR, but it's not big, and I think it is time for me to push the horses and do something bigger in some more cooler themes. But let's see, I don't know. Let me check some accounts stuff here. Okay, that's fine. I have a lot of traction in the Instagram for now. Maybe I need to record something is here as well, but let's see. Also, I have birthday in the end at the Saturday, but I don't have any plans to celebrate because it is nothing to celebrate. I need to provide more results, and also I really like already to move to some other place, I mean other country. It is time for me to move on, so I'm kind of finishing my business. And that's totally fine. So we're creating the Spanish version, and the Russian version is already completed. The article is not big, that's fine. It's actually cooler than big AI slope. So yeah. Let's check what we have here, by the way. New post notifications. Some man here, I don't know who is that. Also, again, my audio output has that because of some inner interruptions. I already don't hate this, and I don't know why it is working like that. Can I just, you know, disable these devices then? So I'm trying to return the music without any success. What is drift connection, by the way? So it's not working. Maybe I need to change something here or here. Well, let's just try to do this here. For some reason, it is automatically changed to other parts of my audio setup. I don't know why. Maybe some automation stuff happening. But I will have a look in the meantime. Maybe I should not record any video about audio setup. My audio setup is not stable. But I would like to share the microphone setup for sure, because I think I have a decent sound quality for the microphone. That's why. So let's us create the Japanese version and then Chinese, and we're good to go. So let's close this stuff. Let's check Reddit if you have no, we don't have any comments here. That actually is fine. So we can go to the Cloudy, I think. Let me close it because I don't remember what chat is opened. Maybe it's some private chat with some private info that I would not like to share. So let me have a fresh start. Okay, I have some recent. Let's, I don't know. Okay. Let's go to the chat style motivational quotes app and let's like work on the new application. Let's start the new application because we can. So let us download the quotes initially. Let's put them to the projects directory. Let's have these themed collections. And let's download the PRD I have already created. And we will create the Expo app. So we can literally start coding right now. Let's put this stuff here and download this as a markdown file. Also to the projects. So let me go to the projects directory. Let's go to the mobile and create something like be better. I don't know. But be better is not good. It's not bad. But let's ask our guy here. So propose the name for the app, by the way. Ship fast, monetize smart. Yes. So let's check the name that will be proposed to us here. Based on your target audience. Mind fuel. Mind fuel is not bad, but maybe it is already used. Yes. Peak mind is already daily edge. Daily edge. It is like already used by everyone. Let's check our guy here. Yes. You're right. Lumen. Oracle. Maybe it's not bad. Mind rise. Inspire. Zenith daily. Motivate. Oh my god. This is fine. Days pre-nexus. Motivate. Mind lift. Yes, it is already like here, but it's not working. So mind lift, motivare, motiva ru. Okay, motivare is not bad, by the way. Let's have the motivare then. And it is one word. So yeah, let's copy our stuff here from here and PRD as well. Firstly to the mobile, and after that to the motivare. And let's open it with Claude Code, I think. OpenAI. Show first core, organic instance, blah blah blah. We have everything planned already. So the success is inevitable. I don't know how to say it properly, sorry. But anyway, you understand what I mean. I hope. So we are twisting all languages except Chinese. But maybe you should create Chinese. But maybe you should create Chinese as well. So let's go to our unbelievable Motivary project. Let's open it with the cursor, by the way. Maybe let's try the codecs then. Let's open the folder. Mobile in projects. Motivary. Let's open this folder and close the previous one with the game. Yes. No, it's not the game. It's water tracker landing. But I don't need it right now. And I don't need control neck right now. And this thing, yes, we are working on it right now. So Motivary is opened. Let's go to the codecs maybe. Can I move it to the right? Maybe not. Reasoning, high. Agent, auto. So yeah. Okay. Analyze the current directory. Check the PRD and let's go. By the way, let's do some initial work. I need to put it to the docs directory. Yes. Let's have a data or maybe assets folder as well with the quotes that will be offline. And then let's like let's create the project actually with the npx command that was proposed before, like this one. Npx create expo app. But maybe let's just, you know, ask our guy to do this job for us. But let me, you know, try to show it on the right. Like codecs, yes. Can I move it somewhere? You can toggle the sidebar. Yes, that's cool, but can I move it to the right? And let's spin it, by the way. Let's analyze the PRD and go create our app. App name is no. App name is Motivary, by the way. So let's go. Let's check how this thing will be working. It is interesting for me because I don't have a lot of experience. Yeah, I'm going to scan the repo. We don't have any repo, so your scan will be very, very quick. So we need to read this PRD and just, you know, create our application with the npx command, etc. So we're reading the quotes too, we are thinking, we are planning, and blah blah blah. Let's check in the meantime this thing. Okay, it is working. So we are reviewing the data structure. It's very, very simple, by the way. But let's see what is going on right now. By the way, my OpenAI subscription costs me $20 for 3 months. That's why I'm not cancelled it, because I was really close to cancel the subscription. And it is like, when I try to cancel, they propose me the discount. That's why I haven't cancelled yet. And I'm pretty like it because Codex looks cool. And probably it will be the better in the near future too. So I would like to try it more. So we are doing some stuff here. Let's, I don't know, see what we have here. We have extract the MVP scope. We are scaffolding the Expo React Native project structure. Yes, okay. Probably we should use the npx create expo app, by the way. But anyway, let's see what this thing will propose. Probably everything will be working just fine. That's fine. That would be very nice. The interface is better in my opinion, by the way. I really like the interface of the codex right now. There is a very clean, cool animations everywhere. So yeah, it's kind of cool. Let's actually see what is happening. So we have intensity. That's right. We have root component here. Let's see the app.json, motivary, portrait orientation, some icons, some dark theme. That's cool. Let's see the package.json. We will have the React Native. We need to update it, by the way, really. But not bad, not bad. We will have some sharing. Also, by the way, I need to add some sharing to the, sober tracker as well. And maybe it is a nice theme to do on the stream. But let me check. Set Ivan and start looking to his phone. I'm not checking it right now. But anyway. Tokyo is the best city for the digital nomads. Yeah, that's cool, but they will not give me any digital visa, any digital nomad visa, because my passport is Russian. That's why I'm not even trying to do so. But for sure, I think Japan is one of the best countries to visit. And I'm pretty like waiting for my trip to Japan in the spring. So yeah. As I understand, we have scaffolded our application. Let's check. Yes, we have some source and some config files here. I'm pretty sure it's not working, by the way. But let's see. Paywall model. Okay, this is the most important thing here. So let's total, guys, something like that. Okay, my music is dead again. I need to do something about this. Maybe I can just use this thing. Oh no. No, it's not working. Oh. Yeah, maybe it is fine for the audio. Yeah, it seems like the sound is playing, by the way. So okay, I will check it after the stream. Let's go and tell our guys that we are trying the codex. Who are we? I am trying codex 2. Codex today with my new app. Motivational quotes app. Yeah. So feeling cool, by the way. Also playing with React Native a bit, as I am more Flutter developer. So I would like to have more working experience with RN right now. Yeah, actually React Native is very cool, so why not? Let's copy that, let's share it here. Let's go to the threads home and also share it here. I'm like need to do this because I'm small indie developer and blah blah blah, and I just would like to share everything I can. So what we have here, we have all tasks completed already. I don't believe in this thing anymore, but let's see. So here I have completed the translation to the Chinese. Let me quickly check it by open. So let's go to the blog, let's change language. For some reason it is not working, but it will work, I 100% sure, if I run the web server or upload the thing. Let me just, just commit these changes. And I will not I will not care about the consequences. So we have a lot of changes here. Want me to wire the real app flow next or other collection screen and time-based delivery logic? Let's just run the app, by the way, npm install. Maybe it will not work. And I will need to debug it. That's why, it is too early. So we are validating things. We have some error here. Okay. What about npm install? It is working. Maybe doing something even, I don't know. Yes, npm, no matching. Okay, let's tell the codec that, hey man, I think you're wrong. And we probably will hit limits very soon because it's high and my subscription is very simple. But anyway. Resolving. Hooray! Let's check my friends sharing. Yes. Demon Slayer Infinity Castle surpasses Titanic. So we have removed this because we are using React Native share, not export share. Okay. Could you please check and update Expo and React Native and so. Yeah, because I would like to use the recent one, lib versions. So let's try to commit this stuff and sync changes and see it in the mobile or on the web version, not in some local version. Maybe it will work just fine. I don't know, let's find out. It's much better feeling when you have a cloud weather right now. I enjoy the clouds much more than sun right now. I don't know why, but it is a fact. So we are relating the version updates and blah blah blah. Let's try it. Let's try to update all stuff here. In the meantime, let's go and check the sober tracker block here. Yes, it changed to the Spanish for some reason. So the energy paradox is article is here. Yes, it's also here. But counters actually are not updated. So we need to update counters as well. I think counters on index pages for block are not updated. So I can align everything is less compatible, blah blah blah. Save align, fix versions, full upgrade. I want you to upgrade our Expo React Native to the latest stable ones. You're absolutely right. Yeah, sure. Yeah, for watch apps, actually, I don't know if any other stuff is working. So I have some notifications that I need to read. Sorry, my guys. But audio is now working, so it's not like very bad. Let me check that. Yes, we're updating it correctly. That's fine. Let's yes, run this time and Pix upgrade. Yes, we are trying to upgrade our expo, and that's very fine. So let me check the messages. I have some video messages and photos. So we are doing some things and bumping our stuff in Expo. So we have updated this stuff here. Yes, we need to update it everywhere, by the way. That's why I need to accept everything. Yes, we can run it just everywhere. So Expo 43, let me check. Expo. Latest version. Yeah, that's cool, but what is about latest version? Expo latest version, stable version. 43, yes, that's fine. That's true. So files change, let's see changes. The diff is very beautiful, by the way. So I like the codex already more. So let's try to install it once again. Sorry for being not talkative today, but it's just the morning, maybe, I don't know. So let's update our stuff here and let's continue our work. Let me check the audio. Seems it is working just fine. That's very cool. So let's back to the cursor. Let's try to npx expo install fix. I really like the interface of the codecs. Maybe it is time to pay for the OpenAI. I don't know. But I think we will see soon a new version of the Claude. So maybe I just need to wait a bit. So we are trying to fix the React Native it is always the same things with React Native, by the way. I need to stream the React Native stuff here. So let me check if I have something here. Not at all, but that's fine. Not every day will be like very active from the impressions and likes perspective, so it doesn't mean you are doing something wrong, it just means that today it is not working. What are you doing? And that is very fine. It shall pass or something like that. So let's try to fix the dependencies. The React Native, it is always a problem with React Native, in my opinion. The animated library is not working. The other libraries are not matching the versions, etc. And I also like have the compilations problems, the custom changes problems, etc. So yeah, it is always the same things. But for sure, the React Native is also very cool, especially if you have some JavaScript team and if you're a mobile developer and you would like to write some JS code, the React Native is nice. So we have updated the TypeScript as well. But we have some problems here. Let me see if it is working and let's continue our development after that. Yes, this thing is working. Let's run expo. Okay, I have misaligned this. Let's run it on iOS. Let's create them. Recommended is a bit bigger version of the React Native. We need to bump it. But it's like, I don't care about that right now. So let's see. Actually, this problem was solved very fast. That's why it's not important at all. Because if you have something solved very fast, you should not pay any attention to it. And if you can solve something with money, you should also just ignore it and enjoy your life and just earn more money and using more money solve your problem. That is it. So we are waiting for the cocoa pods. It is always like a bit of waste of time, but nothing we can do with it. It is React Native. That's why it's using some native stuff here. It's not like the same with the Flutter. Flutter working better in my opinion and faster. But if you have some JS libs that you need to use, you need to work with React Native. So yeah. Today we don't have a lot of visitors on my stream, and we also don't have stacked viewers of my stream, but that's fine. Do what you love. Yeah, actually I think that doing what you love is not the appropriate life strategy, because it is life will always provide things you don't like to do. For example, dentist, but you need to do it anyway. So this is not the best strategy. And for example, you don't like to stand up or have some like control neck stuff going with your neck, but it doesn't mean that you should not work on your health, etc. So as you can see, the initial compile is very, very long. But of course, the next one will be much quicker. But for example, React or Flutter is much better in these terms. And if you were using Flutter, we probably already have achieved something. But it is what it is. That's why let's just wait a bit. Let's enjoy the interface of the codex once again. And, you know, continue waiting. Actually, I'm thinking of maybe I have a friend who doesn't have a lot of money. Maybe I can create a team in the Cloudy or maybe Codex and just share a subscription to him. And it will not cost me a lot of money, and actually can provide a lot of value for him. So yeah, it is on my table right now. I'm thinking of doing that. But it's still unclear for me if it is something I will do or not. And I'm telling you all that because I just waiting for this stuff to be compiled. It's a very, very long process. So we can close this one. By the way, we have updated counters. And let's check this marker. Already checked, okay. So let's wait a bit. I would like to see what we have in this app. Let's maybe save some codex files here. Save some analysis, maybe in agents MD or something. Maybe it doesn't need it because it's working on not locally. I don't know. It's the first time I'm using this stuff. Motivary. Very motivating a name, by the way. So we have creating the agents MD context. That's fine. Because it feels like we don't have it. Let's initialize the repository, by the way. We have a lot of files here. I think we need to improve the git ignore. Maybe it's not modules or something like that. Yes. Yes, it's working just fine. Maybe the native one is also not needed, but okay, it is actually compiled. Okay, let's wait. We are installing it to our emulator. So let's open it. Yes, sure, of course. So it is opening, it's bundling. We have this JS bundling also. Flutter is so much better than this stuff. So welcome, quick setup to get used to it. Okay, it's not super bad, but of course it's not the best one application. Okay, but it's something that you can already like work on right now, so it's not super bad. So let's check the agents, by the way. Probably, hopefully don't hear any noise from my washing machine. But anyway, so let's commit our changes. Let's have it like initial commitment here, because we have initial commit here. Sure. Changes, sure. So this thing is already okay. Initial commit. Not sure. So let's publish branch. Yes, we need to access. Okay. Oh no, you have seen my code. But it's not important. Because you know it's all local. So yeah, I need to authorize it. Oh no, okay, I need to use this code, and also I'm not full on security mode on this stream, sorry guys. But it's actually very safe because it is on my phone and you don't see it. So yeah, and you don't have access to this phone. Oh no, some guy has unsubscribed from me on the GitHub. But I don't think that GitHub subscription is actually something important, but anyway. So we are publishing to the private repository, and we can open it on GitHub and enjoy. Hooray, we have some repository here. Okay, so let's go back to this stuff here, and hey, let's improve our layout. As you can see on screen, it is looking like bad. So I'm not doing some lexic on this stream. So let's show him how it looks like. Here you go. So let's work on it. Let's test the live reload. By the way, it's the first time I'm doing something on React Native. So yeah, I need to check if it is something cool or not. Oh, I mean, of course, not the first time, but it's been a while that I haven't touched it, and I'm having like a working project right now happening in the React Native. That's why I need to, restore my knowledge and have a look at it, at the build system, etc. I already wasted a bit of time on setting up the project because I have some Android build problems, the iOS build problems, but right now it's working just fine. So yeah, it is onboarding and we are trying to improve it already. So yeah. Codex is working just fine. Really, I like it. I am always ready to put my money in the monitor because it feels like very, very cool. So we are restructuring something. I mean, it's almost the same process like with Claude Code, but the UI of this thing is better in my opinion. And I really enjoy the beautiful UI, and I also like the reason and effort here. By the way, I don't remember the limits here, but I think in 1 hour we will hit it. So it will be not the longest one stream, but we probably can just switch to the Claude Code, and after that just continue development with the Claude Code and enjoy the Claude Code. So after onboarding, by the way, I will test the new hypothesis and I will create the subscription proposition at the end of the onboarding. So we are starting to make our apps more monetize friendly. I need to introduce this term, by the way, monetize friendly, because for me as an engineer, it's always hard to do the monetization because I always like, oh, okay, let's add this feature, that feature, but you don't have any monetization implemented, man. You need to wake up. It is pointless to do some stuff for money and don't charge money. That's why I think I need to work more on myself and these things. So yeah, we have improved our this stuff here. Welcome to Motivary. Okay, but the color scheme, of course, and this stuff here is screaming about the LLM. So yeah, it is not something that I would like to have in this app, but actually the layout has improved a lot. So yeah, we can just even commit this stuff. Maybe, yes, okay, cool. So let me check the screens here, the onboarding screen. Maybe it's too big. No, it's actually not big. Not a big deal. Yep, that's cool, that's cool. So for example, we'll have this notification time set up. Let's press continue. This stuff is also not properly aligned, and we have broken icons here and there. So let's continue our fixes. Hey man, hey man. I need to try Super Whisper, by the way. Hey man, I think it is not working well. So, please. Hey man, let's continue our enhancement of UI. Icons missing, layout is cropped, fix all that. In the meantime, we can share our progress here. Let's share it here. I don't afraid about these changes because my sound is coming up from this capture and it's working without any problems. So yeah, let's go and check and brag about our motivational application. Just like that. So, not bad, not bad. Of course, this screen is screaming that it is created with Claude Code or Codex, but anyway, not bad. Working using the expo right now. Compilation time was tough, but all worked. Now enhancing the UI step by step. Can we share something about the thought process maybe? Yes. So let's add this stuff too. Codex extension looks cool. So maybe I should not post it to the build in public, by the way, but it is building in public, so maybe I should. And when you are in doubt, just do what you feel it is right to do right now. So, okay. Let's share this thing and this thing too, and share it here as well. I need the central like place where I will post everything. App Store screenshot A. Good luck, man. Good luck, man. So we are changing our stuff here. Let's see. Yes, it is already improved a bit. But bottom is also like looking like shit. But let's see. Okay, we have premium categories of motivational quotes. This is like very fine, very funny to see. If anybody will actually buy this, I don't know. But maybe if I can bundle it to some funny things, or maybe with some funny animation, we can sell it, because, you know, to sell something, you need to be more active, more proactive. You should be just more approachable and more appealing and more optimistic and blah, blah, blah. We are all here are just guests on this planet, and we need to enjoy our life more. That's why I recommend you to use the OpenAI product. Sorry, product placement. So let's go and check Reddit if we have something here. No, we don't. we have this community that I'm trying to post to, because I feel like somebody can find something very cool here. I mean, for someone, that can be motivation, my journey, but it's too early for me to be like, hey, I finally dropped the booze and blah blah blah. But I'm not drinking for a while already, and I don't have any such plans. And everything in my life is getting better, even my streams are getting better. That's why I don't have any plans to stop, even in my birthday. But I'm not those guys that will post something like, oh, sobriety, blah blah blah. No, it's just like better for me. That's it. So let's check what we have here in our simulator and categories. We have AI coach, by the way. It should be premium. It should be premium. We should gate it, this stuff, because it feels like I will use the OpenAI for that. And because I will use the OpenAI for that and my keys, I will waste my own money. I need to charge for that. That's why. So it feels like high reasoning is working very well, but it's very, very slow. And I think it is wasting a lot of money. So maybe, I mean, money in terms of rate limits. As I understand, we have some week rate limits and we have some day rate limits. For example, in 5 hours, I think I will be blocked. Or I mean, in 1 hour for 4 hours, 5 hours at all. So yeah, but let's see. It is working right now. It's working just fine, and I really like the codex. It's more sexy. That's why I really love it much more. So maybe in the meantime we can record something about my audio stuff, by the way. So basically it will be blah blah blah. It will be a short or maybe not short video created from my setup. Let's go. Let me show you my filters here. So I have a basic like almost everyone in streaming community have something like that, but with different params. So I have noise gate, I have noise suppression, because you know I have PC noise around me, I have noise outside on the balcony, and I have noise around the flat and from neighbors and blah blah blah. Actually, I'm using some cool, very cool noise suppression from the Streamlabs, so maybe it is available in OBS too. It is like using some maybe genetic algorithms on neural networks or blah blah blah, but I don't know the underlying mathematics of that, but it's working just fine. So and noise gate is set up like that, so some things like I hit a lot of things when I do something, it is not coming to the microphone just because I have noise gate. It is not activating the recording. And for compressor, it's like, you know, to have what's this thing not go into the red zone because I'm talking loud maybe, but I don't like when something is in the red zone. So it's like compressing my voice and loud noises, etc. About limiter, actually I don't remember for what I have set up this stuff, but I think it is like the same. And gain is just increasing the overall volume of all stuff I have here. So pretty basic setup. I can share it in some post or something, but yeah, I'm using this setup currently. And my microphone is like on the desktop stand, and it is basically Audio-Technica ATH 2040. It is USB Type-C microphone, and as I see, it is working really well, so I don't have any plans to update. So we have these things here polished a bit. Let's see what we have here actually. Yes, it is better. Okay. So yes, I would like you to polish the categories, but yes, but also let's fix the bottom enough. Let's show him what I mean. It feels like compressed. it feels like it is compressed. So yeah, it's kind of not the best thing to have. So no one is posting to us on the Twitter. Oh no, maybe I'm shadow banned because I am not telling that Grok is very cool. But I don't like Grok, and I don't like that everyone was hyping it, because it wasn't working well at that time, and it is not working well right now. And I also tried their coding model. It's not working well. So I really don't understand why in the first place Grok is existing. But it's not my money. That's why I don't care a lot. But for my reason, or I mean, in my opinion, it is almost political project from Elon Musk. But anyway, because, you know, they have bad relationships between Elon Musk and Altman. And Elon Musk just envy of Altman's success, I think. That's why he's creating some stuff and wasting a lot of money from his other businesses. Because Elon Musk is a very emotional guy, and that's very cool. But sometimes it lends you to Grok. But maybe in some time they will increase, enhance, improve the Grok, and I will be like, okay, I'm using this. I'm not a patriot of some LLMs or something. And actually I like the X. X is very cool. That's why I but I'm like working a lot of gaining attention on the X. Because I have the proper community here. For example, on YouTube, I was like creating a lot of videos, podcast videos about life. But currently I would like to share more about my journey as a developer. That's why maybe someone will drop off my channel. But I have other media activities like Instagram or TikTok, etc. And I also like post the new podcasts. So let's see. Yeah, it's much better right now. Yes. Yeah. Do as you think is the best for the motivational app. We should also have themes for this app for sure, because it feels like the best applications type for to have some themes, like the Jason Statham theme. And also we can like sell some modalities, some prompts, like talk with me like you're Jason Statham, or talk with me like you're my friend, or talk with me like you're my girlfriend, or something like that. And it will like motivate us or do some idiotic stuff. I need to think. It is like X-prompt applications. I just saw some success on the Twitter with the guy that's having like maybe 10K per month dollars of revenue with the motivation apps. So I was like really impressed by that. I checked the information. It doesn't feel like he's lying. But yeah, for me it's very strange that these kind of apps like Sober Tracker or maybe motivational apps having some money, but I'm just thinking inside the box, because I'm not the target audience of these apps, and I need to think like what my clients I would like to buy or would like to solve in their life, and not myself. I am very, very bad customer. I don't buy things, but for example, of course, I would like to pay for the AI subscriptions a lot. That's why, yeah, they also have my ass in their pockets. So yeah, I'm not a special guy, but my consumer profile is pretty specific, because I'm more about content creation, about creation at all. And I'm not super consumer in terms of, you know, doing some stuff, buying some, I don't know, sneakers, snackers, I don't know how to say it, shoes, etc. So it was like that for me, but now it's not. So let's see what we have on the simulator. Yeah, we have much better interface, by the way. In the AI coach, we have a squished button. I don't like it. Let's fix it. In coach, we have this squished. I don't remember how to say it properly, but anyway. So what we have here? We have yes, and that's all. So it's pretty quiet right now. Maybe because of the morning and the wrong time zone here. Considering scheduling and come back, we miss notification for 7 days later. Good for sure. Why not? Once in 7 days is not super, but I need to try something like that with Supercharger, by the way. Adobe stock charge $9 for the Spotify logo. I don't know if it is a joke, but it's very fine. I also need to check the Google AI Studio, by the way, because we have some chat stream, generating media, token count, etc. Maybe I can like check it right now because it feels nice. So I have token count very low. What is the stream, by the way? Oh, I can stream the token with Gmini. What is, yeah, banana. Okay, Veo, banana, Lyria, speech generation too. Okay, what is about building? Yeah, it's okay. Generate a sober tracker, mobile app at. I don't know. Let's run this. Reclaim your life 1 day at a time. Days sober counter, percent milestones, blah blah blah. Yes, that's cool, but draw image, please. Draw image. Okay. So let's check here. We should update it. We should have updated. Yes, so we have sent working better, but still it's not the best thing I have. It's floating. It is too floating. I don't like it. So in the meantime, yeah, hooray, super tracker. Reclaim your life 1 day at a time. Not bad, actually, not bad. I can change this stuff with my own and use this stuff somewhere in the ads. So yeah, let me download this. I don't know. Oh no, where are you? Oh no, 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 no. Navigation happened. Oh no. Actually hear some noise from my washing machine, but it's much worse. I can even hear it in my headphones right now. So hopefully the neural filter will understand that it needs to be get rid of. So it's still like very, very strange for me. Hey, let's this stick to the bottom, maybe. Not floating around. Yeah, I have it like here, we have like chat, and here's the main chat with our AI coach, and we should have some welcome message too, and the premium gate, because you know it should be gated for sure. Share this stuff. It's not working. Okay, it's working, but we can probably share it in some other stuff here. Should we have some settings, by the way? Yeah, it is the settings. Okay. Oh, okay, it's not bad, but premium. Maybe later. Actually, the app performance, I mean, like in terms of UI, UX, is not super bad. So let's new quotes. We should have some animations when we are requesting the new quote, by the way, because it is too boring right now. So it's much better, but it's a bit of sticked too much. Maybe we need some padding, like margin. Yeah, it's better, but still not the best. Let's get rid of the line. Let's get rid of the line and add some margin to sticked. So let's check the limits, by the way, from the codex. Codex limits for plus users. For pesticides. So let's check the fresh stuff here. You clearly see the input huge compared more as the cache shows the context application occurs, which is displayed. This largely the client itself. I suspect if you have checked. Can we have like a number? I don't know. Oh, okay, yeah. 9 hours ago, it's the best source of information. So what we have here, we have web, CLI, and IDE extension. I'm using the IDE by now. So, local task. Average user consents 3,100 with weekly limit. Generous limits for a limited time. So we should work not on the cloud, I don't know. Average user consent, yes. So pro version is much better, like 10 times better. When you hit usage limits, okay. So we haven't hit it, as I understand, because it's much better, my friend, it's much better. So let's commit our changes here and let's try to add some animations, maybe, because we have reanimated library. So it's much better. Hey man, when I request new quote, let's have it like animated appearance or so. Yeah, we'll create a new post, by the way. Oh, I have some fitness enthusiasts. By the way, it is very some interesting girl that I can record the podcast with, because it seems she is a businessman, and this is very cool, because I like to talk with the businessmen. It's like, you know, when you talk with someone who is an entrepreneur or something, they have a lot of stories because a lot of stuff happening, and that's why maybe I can just propose to this girl to talk about the studio, etc. Why not? And it is stressful experience for me, and I think that is a cool idea and nice idea, because for some reason I constrain myself around the people I know for the podcasts, but actually I already have some podcast baggage. I can like promote or not promote or just share stories by myself. So yeah, I will think about it. Let's hit quote. Yeah, we have some animation. It's not super good, but anyway. What is this trick, by the way? I don't know. So it's much better. Some message is happening right now. Let me quit it because it feels like I receive a lot of messages. So animation is working right now. Let's commit this change. And maybe, I don't know, add more motivational quotes, because this thing should be very good with it. What is running the cloud, by the way? Number of parallel attempts of context to make. So we have this thing here. Maybe you can add more. Let's try how it works in the context switching right now. Maybe you can add more quotes to our quotes storage. JSON files. You're creating cloud task, but why? Maybe I need to create context here. Okay, for example, I will add this context and this. No, it's maybe it's not like working. Okay, I don't care anyway. Maybe I cannot, you know, run this stuff in the cloud if I was working on it unknown in the cloud. Something like that. Or maybe I need to set up environment. Yeah, let's search the environment. Yeah, probably this is the thing. Yes, because it doesn't have access to my repository. That is the problem. So we have motivary, description, motivational application developed in React Native. So we have some stuff going on here. We should not have internet access. Or maybe we should. I don't know. This is the new things for me, so. Oh yeah, it is working because we have defined the context. And I think this stuff is actually very good for the cloud, because adding some content should be very, very easy, like separated from the stuff we are doing locally. That's why I think it is a nice idea. So we have created a task. Maybe we can check it right now here. Yes. We are starting some container and we will see some stuff here after some time. So let me return to the local stuff and we can work on some interface changes too. So let's remove this from my current context. So this is something. So propose new changes then, and let's store it in the files. And let me check the message from my friend. Okay, he's just joking. It's not bad, but I am streaming right now, so no jokes. Jokes apart. Always serious. Proposing code changes and low impact changes. So let's see. I need your like real thoughts here. What about this stuff, by the way? Let's see logs. There is a pass problem. Man, actually, it's just not needed. I don't know what are you doing here. But anyway, as for me, this is the first time I'm seeing codecs. I mean the cloud version, blah blah blah, context switching. Yeah, but we have agents file, by the way. Yes, it's finally found some context. Okay. So we will have some presable scale, strict view component, action buttons will be pressed and animated. So that's very cool. And we will also log our proposition in the agents D. And that's fine, that's fine. So let's see. By the way, I'm not eating any fruits for 2 weeks already, and I feel much better. Okay, pretty nice. So podcasts can be happening in the soon near time. So we have typing indicator, present scale, and we are modifying the agents too. Let's check our stuff here, by the way. So yeah, we are updating our quotes, but it's just like only one change here. Are you joking? Okay. So let me check the lunar, by the way. It feels like I have some lux here. No, I'm not. Anyway. Okay, let me close it maybe. Or it's really like the thing he has accomplished. It's just a 3 more stuff. It's not bad, but I was expecting more from that guy. But maybe I just hit limits because it is a lot of stuff like that. I mean, like, there is a lot of context wasted on that. So we have new components, we have flame streak, we have paywall polish, but we don't have paywall in chat, by the way, still. So let me check what we have here right now. New quote is looking worse. Quote button is now 2 lines, which is bad. I also need to use the open quote, by the way. Try to use it. It is interesting also. It is kind of popular in Twitter. So what I can do this right now? Can I just, apply it or something? Continue maybe. Completing the task. Something is happening, and it's not controlled on 100%. But anyway. For some reason, everything feels much more laggy right now. I don't know why. But maybe something is happening on the ChatGPT side. Or maybe it is on the limit side already. But yeah, everything is getting like slower. I like the cursor font rendering, by the way, more than Windsurf. And I also like their overall UI, but the problems in Windsurf is feeling much better. I mean, it's better organized. That's why I work on that much more I mean on Windsurf, and it's also cheaper. But man, it's still 2 lines. Man, just check. Still 2 lines. So what we have here, by the way, committing changes. There is a lot of stuff happening right now. But okay. Huge amount of logs only to add 5 quotes. But anyway. So it is his quote. Just joking. It is git diff, I think. So we are solving now some new components layout issues, as always. When you introduce something new, you are going to suffer. That's how we live in our life, in our IT life. So yeah, but that's fine. So we are fixing layout issues in quote core, quart and fab, but we don't have any layout issues in quote quarts. I don't know what does he mean. Now we have. Yeah, okay, it's now working just fine, and we need to fix this stuff too. And I will tell him to do so. So yeah, we are having more quotes now. Can we create it like a PR? Create a PR maybe then. So, and here I can parallelize these things because you can work on the data model in separate mode, and you can work on the actual app in the local mode. Cloud mode was, and now local mode. So it feels like I need to drink some water, but I'm too lazy to do this right now. So as you can see, it's working, but what is the streak, by the way? I don't get it. Anyway, let me ask our friend about the streaks. What is the streak, by the way? And categories organized like very in a very lazy way. It feels like it's not engaging, it's not something you wanna click or explore or something like that. That's why probably I will need to do something more. So we are trying to create a PR. I'm asking this guy to create PR, and it is wasting a lot of context on some dumb things. But anyway. I don't know why. I need to like pay more attention for that, but anyway. So consecutive day streak. How many days in a row if you've used Motivary? Okay, that's fine. That is fine. So we should have a premium gates for the chat. Shall we? Yeah, because it feels strange that free user will be able to use chat. It's not working by the way right now. But anyway. Test. You've got this. Test. You've got this. So yeah, we can premium gate this stuff. That is fine. So what we have here, we are still fighting with some stuff. Maybe I can just, you know, open it in cursor. And let me just apply changes. And close this. Oh, I have a task history here. So, okay. Oh my god, what is happening? Okay, I have returned here and I have changes locally, right? Yeah, yeah. So it's really, really nice, by the way. Let's think of changes. And let's limit our access to the chat on the free version. Because it's pretty straight logical for me, in my opinion. That we should not have a premium access to the chat without premium gate. But anyway, so let's check the threads. If you have something to answer already, nope, we don't. Let's check Twitter, nope. Let's check the Reddit, maybe, because I'm just waiting, so why not? Wait, 6,000k. I don't believe in this shit. So I have added this stuff. So it was added. And this is very cool. Let's go back to our local guy here. I can probably ask some more cloud power to add some more quotes. But anyway, it is just fine for now. So let's wait a bit, and I would like to see if we have a premium gate here. We have some already, we have text, some text here. It is just a local one. And let's see how the categories items looking. Getting started, focus and concentration, personal growth. So it's not bad. Let's see the chat now. So it's cleared up. And now we have some quota. Oh yeah, second message is for money. Not bad, not bad. Actually, I'm trying to be more aggressive in monetization terms. That's why I have something like that. Let's also ask our guy to maybe refactor our app to use some themes, because I think themes are very cool for this kind of apps, so why not? And let me ask him about that stuff too. Maybe I can use a super whisper, by the way. I need to try to have it. So let's see what we have here. Do I have a super whisper? Yes, I have. Maybe I have already paid for it, by the way, but maybe not. So what is it? We can record our voice. We have new versions. Download it directly. We have new language model, by the way. So this message is not visible, by the way. But actually it's very cool. I need to try to, you know, enhance something in Sober Tracker, maybe. Too much upgrade buttons. So this is very funny. They told me to be more aggressive in monetization. I think it's not a joke. So we have this decent guy here, Rob Low. You might be wasting your time posting daily. It's so cool. I need to build something like that guy built, by the way. But he also like sharing a lot of videos every day. Maybe I need to do this too. And I need to buy this microphone and just record some more live videos, because when you are streaming from the web camera, it is not the same. It is like feeling more artificial than from the phone. That's why I probably need to have something like that. So actually it is nice. Let me just commit these changes. So yeah, the ideal setup is feeling like Cursor IDE Premium and ChatGPT Pro, and you're good to go. You enjoy the interface. You can spawn a lot of agents, etc. So What we can have here, by the way, maybe we can have some animation. So when tab is chaining, it's not chaining, but anyway. So let's joke. Let's let's tell the joke everywhere. I have bought a lot of tea, by the way. I need to drink more tea. More. So the crypto is like in Bokovix state. Nothing, natural zone, I mean. Nothing is happening right now, so yeah. I need to check how Codex extension working on the Windows, by the way, but on iOS it feels like very cool. It's the same as Claude Code. It's a bit slower, but maybe it's like maybe $200 is not bad for that stuff, especially if you have some settings, etc. It will just, you know, if you can pay your AI subscriptions with your products, that means that you are already successful and you can just, you know, continue everything. So as you can see, for some reasons, I don't know why, but they have nice device acquisitions for the Android. It feels like it's going down, but it's not. So I don't know why. But yeah, I have a lot of downloads, and I have a lot of downloads in not only in Russian, but for example, I have a lot of them in Korea. So yeah, it's not bad. But it feels like it's stepping back for a while. But maybe it's not. Maybe it's time for me to create some update for the Super Tracker. And it also like increase the interest of it, because it's still much worse than in the iOS, but it's much better than before. And 1 month ago it was like zero, actually zero. So yeah, and I feel like I would like to have Android more present in my life, but maybe I'm lying to myself. I need to wait and don't make any decisions about the platforms, because maybe you haven't heard, but Google actually announces the same developer strict publishing in the Google Play Store, and this is probably will mean that you will not be able to distribute your app using the APKs anymore, and there is no reason to stay on Android then, because for me it was the last freedom island, and now it's like going all off. That's why there is no reason or all that. So we have better things here. We have animations for navigation. That's nice. That's nice. That's better than it was before. I think we need to work on the category details layout. I don't think this stuff like should be working like that. And we don't have share button here or something. And maybe we should have more today quotes. Yeah, as you can see, we have some appearance animations. So it's focus fade. We have this one here. It's pretty basic opacity and translating animations. Transition animation on the y-axis. So it's kind of cool. Let me commit these changes. I'm so much enjoying the font quality in the cursor. I don't know. Maybe it's a fresh update. Maybe I haven't accessed cursor in a while. But it's so much better than Windsurf right now. I need to check on Windows. So let's see what we have here. Not bad, not bad. And cool. Let's have maybe themes implemented. I know that indie builders are often like criticizing the guys who are building some themes early on, but actually it's not so hard when you are using some LLMs or something like that. So that's why I think it's very cool to have themes, especially right now, and the localization goes the same route, because right now you just can ask your LLM guy, hey man, let's add some themes. And after that, you can ask him, hey man, let's have some localization here. And here you go, you have localized app with a nice localization, by the way, because LLMs are much better than previous tools we have used. For example, Georgian is not super popular language in the world, but the LLMs are producing a very, very nice output when I try to translate some from English or from Russian to Georgian, so I can talk to my viewers on TikTok, for example, if they're asking something in Georgian, and they can understand me without me sounds like I eat, I sleep, I train. So we can have like more complex discussions. And that's very cool. That's why I really, really like optimistic about the AI future and blah, blah, blah. I'm waiting for some real-time translator, etc. So everybody can just communicate in language they prefer without any problems. Maybe it will like remove the cultural layer a lot, but it is the future. And I think the globalistic future is much more appealing for me than some local stuff. This is my vision on life, and I would like to, you know, promote it and to walk to the life with it. I'm not a local fan guy, etc. I have a global vision, and I think that everybody should have a trade, relationships, etc., and you know, have some global united culture, etc. And I think the humanism, I don't know how to spell it, is very globalistic view, because if you are a nice human being, you're a nice human being for everyone who is nice to you. Not because they have some different color of skin, etc., and blah blah blah, but because we are all humans. I think, of course, it's too optimistic, and someone can call me very naive, but I think it is the future, and maybe not now, but in 100 years we will get rid of almost everything that lends to some wars, etc. So this vibe couldn't stream turns to political one. Sorry guys. I promise you I will not continue this. I need to make a clip, by the way, from my video about the audio stuff, and I will create the long-term video from that. I think this is a nice idea. Actually, I need to order some food. I don't wanna eat right now, but it is time. So let me do this in a very quick way while our guy is working and creating some theme provider. So let's go to our food store, favorite food. Here, yes, they not closed. So let me have this stuff. Too much fish on this week already. Let me eat chicken. Fish or chicken? So let's have some bowl with chicken. Curry bowl with chicken. feels very cool. And we also can have a French beans, by the way. But let's have just... Oh, and we have steak bowl. But let's go with chicken today. So I think I have too little calories, by the way. I need to add something more. One more. It's a very hard mission. Sorry, my friends. There is a lot of food. So let's have something like that. Okay, finally I have finished it, and we haven't completed our changes still, so it's not something I have missed. Okay, some political news, blah blah. I have one more subscriber on the X. Hooray! So I have some things here that I need to solve. By the way, I have some requests. I see your post here. View requests. Could you exchange feedback? By the way, I don't think this is actually working. So you should gain the natural attention, traction, etc. Not this artificial one. So yeah, it's kind of not working in my opinion. That's why you probably should not try to exchange reviews, etc. You should try to figure out the ISO, the screenshots, the blah 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 for your app. And that will allow you to grow. And the exchange of reviews is not working. Because you need to do it like for very huge amount of applications, and all those reviews will be artificial. Probably it will help you to have some traction, but I don't think it is working. And I don't know anyone who is exchanging reviews and it is working for them. But maybe I'm just incompetent in this field and I need to learn more. But let's see. I have time to experiment, you know. And I will. Add more codecs finished. I have a notification on my phone, so I can manage my content factory from my phone. That is very cool. By the way, I need to try more of it. So it seems that I have like updated our stuff to use themes, but maybe I need to relaunch applications. Let's kill this server. Let's npx expo run once again for the iOS. Maybe I will need to rebuild. I hope that I'm not. Because it was very long story. But we have something that we need to rebuild for sure. But I hope not everything. Like the reanimated or something like that. So it seems that it will be quicker, yeah. Hooray! Let's see what we have here. We still have some problems. Let's just copy paste it to our friend. Maybe it can just, you know, automatically do this stuff, but I don't know. So let me be the manual guy I prefer to be right now. I need to check what is going on. So, it was a strange movement from me, but it's not what you think. You can check the arms. It's not what you think it is. So does anyone have TLDR? What inside the now free app Mafia course? Anything of value besides grist and marketing? I am interested too. I'll read answers. Actually, this guy is very cool. You can like listen to his videos and you can find out what he's doing. He's more like a biohacker guy, so has some experiences has some experiments with health, etc. And his project is health related. So yeah, have a look at him. Actually, I really like enthusiastic towards people who are experimenting with their health a lot, because, you know, it's still stigmatized a bit. It still has a lot of stigmas. So yeah. Hooray! Sim is working just fine. And I don't like what we have here right now. Can we change the sim to the dark one? Okay, in the dark mode it's much better. Hooray! Sims are working. But light one looks like shit. Let me pour some screenshots about looks like shit. But basically, not everything is visible. And we have not everything patched to use the themes, etc. So it's pretty much like a lot of work that should be proceeded, and we should better do it right now than do it in some near future. But I don't think this app has some more potential. But maybe the chat part will actually entertain me and I will waste a bit of time working on it, because it's always cool to have something like that. I mean chats, I mean working in chat, etc. I'm low-key jealous of this. It's like you have a Pokédex of apps businesses, gotta catch them all. Oh, you mean this bunch of small apps? Aha. But they are very, very small. The Sober Tracker is still the best performant one, but I see potential in Wingym. Wanna do light version, and Mitchell Flow. Other stuff not so cool, but maybe in some time I'll find out what to do with them. Next exercises is also very cool, but I need to pay more attention to the promotion. But as you already have heard from me on the stream, I'm not the guy who enjoys promoting his own apps, but I'm trying. Actually, the streaming is also a step towards this stuff, because, you know, when you start talking and showing your work, you are getting used to it, and maybe in some time I will be less ashamed to promote my apps, like more aggressive. For example, this is the best sober tracker you can ever download or imagine, or something like that. But you know, it's not me, so it is always important to stay natural to yourself and sounds natural. And it's not working well when you are pretend to be app mafia, for example, or something like that. Just because it's not me. I am not the guy who will like brag about me riding in the Lambos, etc. But maybe I'm just thinking about it like that right now. And after I will have some Lambos, I will brag about it. I need to check. Hopefully I will. But for sure, it's not like the main motivation for me. The main motivation is to be free in the very, very wide term. I think I need to create some manifest of freedom. Because yeah, I have a lot of things going on. So yeah, for now we have light things here going well. Let's check the categories. In categories details we still have shit. So in categories details we still have bad things. Bad things, aka shit. So I have one more message on the Telegram, by the way. I will read it in some spare time, in some free time, but not now. So actually my current streaming mic setup is very cool, and I will miss it when I will move on, because it will be a few months until I have some stable place to work. That's why I will work on my laptops or something like that. Or I will figure out how to transport my monitor with me. But it feels like it's something I cannot solve at the moment. But let's see. Let's see. Maybe I will find some bag and just travel with the monitor, because it's really, really important for me as a person who works a lot, who stream a lot, who have a lot media work. It's much more harder to work on some media on the laptop. So yeah, I prefer to not think about it, but for sure at the beginning of October I will start to do something about it. Maybe I will sell my monitor. Maybe I will just rent some monitor in Serbia. I will be in Serbia for 1 month. Almost 1 month. Maybe I can rent something. Maybe I can lend something for my friend, I don't know. But let's see. So let's go. Let's check here. Yeah, finally we have something. Actually, I think we can work more on the details of category, because it is now just a bunch of words without any share, rate or details, and it is aligned strangely. So I don't know, but I should hit limit soon. I need to stop. But and today I'm already creating a new app. And today I'm already experimenting with new app creation. Motivational quotes on React Native and Codex. Actually, it's very, very funny when you are like, oh, this is the last time, and you just do the same road. Nothing changed at all. So what about this thing, by the way? I already forgot about it, but I can record something. So is it hotkey? So it's command, shift, where? Oh, Okay. Let me try to talk with the Codex chat. I don't know how it will work out, but let's try. I think this is very, very nice for the last part of the stream, second part of the stream. So yeah, let's try to talk with our chat. But we are working on something right now, so yeah. I can be more proactive, by the way. I can talk with Claude Code, but you know, on the stream I still paying a lot of my power to talk, so that's why I cannot do a lot of things simultaneously. I need to focus on something, but it's getting better, so maybe in some time I will be able to. Yeah, hooray, we have much better getting started, by the way. We can just move this upper, I think. Let's try to tell this truth to our guy with voice. So should be we just, you know, move the getting started caption to the top border of the app screen. Yeah, it's actually working. Okay. Let me talk with this stuff then. Sometimes it's much better. So it's working. I can spam all things everywhere. Oh my god, I'm unstoppable. So let's tell everybody that we are talking with them. So now I'm also experimenting a bit with the Super Whisper, and it is working very fine. So now the amount of textual content will be increased. Enjoy guys. But where it is? Where are you? Oh no, it is not working here, or something is broken. Why? Okay, now it worked. So I'm also experimenting a bit with the Super Whisper right now, so amount of textual content will be increased in the near future. Textile. I can also like talk with you know, I can also talk with the ChatGPT and process my text and pour some blog content after text or processing, but I'm still writing it manually. So it has changed the wrong thing, by the way. So I need to undo this. No man, I mean in details of the category we have caption floating with some paddings from the top, but I don't think that we need this padding. Yeah, actually it's not bad. So now I'm talking with the chat. This is very, very cool. Adjusting layout details. Hooray! So my sister has traumatized her leg, but everything is nice. It is better than I had in the July or maybe June already. June maybe. Oh my god, it's too much time already passed. And it's still like I don't trust in this leg. as I trust in the healthy one, but maybe some psychological stuff. But I'm trying. I also need to run, yeah, as I already saying on every stream I have in the past time. But I will run eventually, I promise you, my friends, I promise you. So let's check this stuff here, let's go to the categories, getting started. But I still don't think that it has moved to the, like, it's too much space, So the super whisper is not working. The second one request is like the same for me. But I still see this space, man. Oh, I forgot to attach the screenshots. But maybe not. Maybe just not displayed here, I haven't paid attention. Anyway. I can fix it manually because I think it's very, very simple fix. So let's see what we have here. List header component maybe. Padding top 0, but still it's like have place. Maybe it's because of safe area, I don't know. Or maybe container styles. But we still have some unneeded space. Check that. So it's pretty calm today in the chat. Probably because Eugenie Shevchenko is not watching my stream. But anyway, hello Eugene. If you are somewhere near. I have 2 hours of stream already, oh my god. Time flies very, very fast. Especially when you're just waiting for the for the LLM to complete its work. Time is very, very fast passing. But that's fine, that's fine. I have a productive routine right now. Actually, I would like to have more chaotic events in my life, happenings, but I will soon be traveling. So chaotic things will come to my life in the natural way. Got it. That gap from safe area, yes. Okay, but it's too much. Let's change the padding bottom top from to 6 maybe. Maybe 12. Maybe 24. Maybe 32. Okay, maybe 32 is not bad. Yes, it's not bad. Let's fix this underscore, by the way. But let's commit our changes initially. We have scene changes for the white theme. And I think we have the theme implementation in this commit. So yeah. Let's fix this underscore under the bottom tab active items. Feels strange a bit. So it is time for me to have a breakfast, by the way. 50% of people I told my 5 career and asked this question. Now career is dictatorship, lives abroad and they refuse. I don't know if they're joking. But people who ask me are that serious. Maybe they are joking. Actually, very nice reply from AI. This is something I would like to ask to. Mark Lowe is a very nice guy, by the way. And his story is very inspirational. And it feels like I have more common things with him because he is not hardcore coder. I am not hardcore coder as well, but he knows how to code. And he also likes love the life. Yeah. But he loves the life more than me because he already have a Asian wife. Just joking. Actually, he just, he has some active hobbies like surfing or something like that. I don't have it right now, but maybe I just need to live in some place where it's much more simpler to surf. And I will have something like that. So I have tab bar icon T6. Let me check it. Maybe I can, have some more padding here or something like that. We have this animations, icon style with animated style with scale value going from here. But I don't see how I can easily add the padding, by the way. Can we have like 3-4 points padding between icon and label? So I have already ordered already ordered the delivery. So I will be like offline maybe in 2 or 3 or 4 or 6 minutes, etc. And I will have some food. And I need to close this stuff here. I will check it when I will be eating. So yeah, I'm kind of in the preparement stage of the going out. So it is what it is. Actually, the food service delivery is very nice in Tbilisi, and I don't still understand why anybody is whining about the so I'm missing the Russian delivery, blah blah blah. But in Georgia, you have a very nice and decent delivery too, so just enjoy it. And it's not super important, I think. If I don't have delivery, I just go out and eat in some stuff, or maybe I buy some very simple food and just eat it. Food is not so important as you think it is, in my opinion, for sure. I was paying a lot of attention to that, but I found out that the best food I can have is the food that doesn't bring me any inflammation. So yeah. This thing is not properly using the seams, by the way. Now we have paddings here, is better. So let's fix the chat. Chat and light seam is not working well. And premium too. Fix these things anyway, for light theme. I was thinking about like white theme, but it's not white. That's why I was thinking like, what? Okay, I need to answer my work guy. But I will do this soon, not right now. I will have a Greek yogurt, by the way, for the breakfast. With some stuff. Some berries. So it's not sweet, but it's pretty almost sweet breakfast. But for some reasons today I would like to have it, and yesterday I have some like fat fat and protein based breakfast. So it's not like the regular one for me. I change my appetites during my life process. I was trying to have a run today, but you know, it doesn't stick to me. I have like wear the shoes, etc. But I decided to go to the resistance training instead. But I understand that I need to run, yeah, because I see that my resting pulse is increased by 5 or 6 because I'm not running. When I was running, it was better. So yeah, running is very cool, and it also like brings a joy to your life. But resistance training also brings joy to your lives. It is questionable. So we are waiting to have Sims updates. So I'm just, watching the courier if he's starting delivery or not. That's why I'm not pretty talkative. But we are fixing our stuff here. And we need to fix the premium one. So for the light sim, we will have something like that. Not super bad, not super good. I hope nobody will use the light sim. Because personally I'm fan of the dark one. Hooray, this is updated. So let's check the dark one. Nothing is broke. All is nice. By the way, what is the route? I need to change this road name here. Want me to finish saving the payable model sheet too? Okay. Finish saving the payable model sheet too. Yes, for sure, man. So let's wait a bit. I need to create a clip, by the way, and the stream recap today. And stream recap is pretty obvious. It's a codec experiments, etc. So we are implementing the paywall updates. And by the way, guys, I think soon I will need to go out. That's why I'm like churning out the stream. Thank you very much for watching. I see that somebody is watching. So thank you very much and have a nice day. Probably I will continue my stream today after some pause because I need to work for money and I cannot stream it. And also I need to eat and blah, blah, blah. So have a nice